as well. Well, let's just take a bit of a detour from the viewer queries and talk about the stock of the moment. The 6% rise in Morepen Labs cannot be ignored on the back of the Twin USFDA approvals for bulk drug facilities that the company has received. Mr. Sushil Suri is the chairman, managing director, now joins in on the phone line, giving us more perspective. And congratulations, Mr. Suri, your stock is buzzing the way away on the back of those important approvals that have come in. It's two important approvals from the US FDA, and that are both important to your top line growth. Can you just tell us by when will the shipments from the US start, and increased competition, when is that seen over the next year?
Thank you very much. In Montelukast, the shipments have already started, and the trial shipments and commercial shipment will start in the next quarter. So we are confident that Montelukast's plant was already up and running, and only inspection was pending. So that's a good news on the Montelukast. On Atorvastatin, it may take a while. It may take 2 to 3 quarters. I would expect that in the coming fiscal, maybe April to March, we'll start getting the orders. And that's a large multinational. They will move a bit slow. So both the products are important for the company. And the market size, combined market size of both the products is around 7,000 crores, with 5,000 crores for Atorvastatin, around 2,000 crores for Montelukast. So even if we take around 10% of the API market, which is around almost 10% of the total market, so we expect between 50 to 70 crore year after year, and our total top line for these products is 150 crores now. So we are confident that between 20 to 30% year after year we'll be getting because of the US FDA additional, in addition to the routine what we are doing.
Okay,
important
so
thing here is that.
Suri, just tell us a little bit more about the importance of these two, the US FDA approval for these two drugs. What kind of a market are you now looking to enter on the back of these approvals? And I know maybe it's early days, but can you give us some sort of an indicative indication as to what this would mean for your overall revenues and your top line growth going forward?
Yeah, I think main important is the Baddi, because Baddi, the plant was set up back in 98-99. It houses 4 API plants and 3 finished dosage plants. So after, I would say, hard work of 20 years, we got this US FDA approval. Earlier, we had only 1 plant. Now, with Baddi approval, I would say 80% of our API portfolio is US FDA approved. Between loratadine, desloratadine, Montelukast, and Atorvastatin, and 2 more products are manufactured in Baddi, that is fexofenadine and desloratadine. So once we expand our portfolio, because Baddi has got additional facilities also, additional plants also possible. So I would say that is setting the pace, or I would say it's a big runway for the international markets. Earlier we had only 1 small plant which was US FDA approved. And on the top line perspective and a bottom line perspective, I would say that 20 to 30% is bare minimum what we will get additional, 20 to 30% of our top line additional on this account, and certainly the bottom line is expected to increase much more, because this is a neat profit. Even though there is a competition down there and we are a second supplier, but as we have already proven in loratadine, so even after 15 years of export to US market, we are the single largest supplier, and we have not been able to, I would say, challenge, no competitor has been able to challenge our quality and price levels. So we are confident that in both Montelukast and Atorvastatin also we'll do the killing. So good breakthrough for the company on the Baddi project. And Montelukast, of course, we have already talked many times. That's an established molecule for asthma, and Atorvastatin is for cholesterol. Both the products are important for the company.
And what kind of growth do you see in FY19 margins?
FY19, we do not have the ready guidance for the complete year. But so far the year looks promising, because last year the first 2 quarters were disturbed because of the GST implementation and other technical issues. So things look positive. And otherwise, I would say between 10 to 15% is bare minimum what we are expecting on the bottom line. Top line, of course, is going to be much more healthier. There is a bit of impact because of China factor. The China, many intermediate units and chemical plants have been closed. So there is a price hike in many intermediates. So that may affect the bottom line temporarily. But in the long term, we have started manufacturing those intermediates in-house, and we are working on an alternate strategy. We cannot have dependence on the China. That's a bit of, I'd say, adjustment which we have to make during the year, that we are shifting our base from China to India.
We wish you all the very best. Many thanks for joining in, and congratulations, Mr. Suri. There is lots of top-line growth potential. Margin can be expanded, and this is a big breakthrough, as you said, for the company. The stock is very active in trade today, and now at the highest point of the trading session. Moving right on, Mr. G. Chokalingam is with us, and he's got some top wealth creation ideas on his radar. 3 of them to be specific. So, Mr.